know me, yeah, yeah. Acting like you don't know me, yeah, yeah. But now you wants to phone me, yeah, yeah. But he don't know me, yeah, yeah. He know me, yeah, yeah. Acting like you don't know me, yeah, yeah. But now he wants to phone me, yeah, yeah. But he don't know me, yeah, yeah.
Yo, we back. 2018, Grant. Woo.
It's the year of the rat, I believe.
It's the year of the rat. According to what tradition?
Nix that. Happy 2018, everyone. It's us, your foremost soccer podcast.
Yes.
In the Orlando area about soccer that we like.
Your finest non-appropriative soccer podcast. Football for those in the know. It is the post gods in the year of our Lord Splinter 2018.
Splinter can be my lord. I'm okay with that. I love the homie. He's a great role model. Great father figure.
No gods, no masters, man. That's the conservative right-wing way, right?
Yes.
I think Splinter was right-wing, wasn't he?
No, he was just a strict Asian parent.
Which sometimes could be conservative.
Maybe in raising a child, yes.
Well, okay, so what would his politics be outside of raising his child then?
I'm not sure. I mean, I bet it'd be definitely before the workers. You know, his most of his interaction with humans has probably been service workers. So I think he'd be down with their cause. And most of his negative interactions have been with big corporations with the ooze.
That's a good point. But that could be like a libertarian type thing.
But libertarians don't care about service workers. Libertarians don't really care about anyone that's not themselves.
That's a good point. He did raise 4 young turtles without questioning it. So it makes sense.
Yep, he raised them to defend the helpless in New York City.
Yeah.
And eat pizza.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess in the subway you do bond with the proletarian in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Took care of what's her name?
April O'Neil.
April, yeah. She's down for the cause. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you for opening my eyes to that.
Number one Splinter stand here. Splinter Hive in the house.
Whoever owns the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, please holler at us. We will definitely rep you in the most respectful, honorable, Blake Bortles-esque way, if I should say so myself.
The legend.
American hero, really. Valiant effort. Gets New England valiant.
Blake Bortles really shows you that even if you can't throw, you can make it to an AFC title game. And you know, that's something that we should all aspire to. Not being able to do our jobs and still succeeding.
I mean, look at our White House. And every system of government, really. Anyway, it's your boy.
That was real in these streets.
It's your boy, Mr. Velvet Hoop, Sweet Baby Angel, Mr. Joel Embiid's #1 fan, the Dundada of H&M, your boy.
Sorry, my phone. Sorry.
Check your phone, man. Check it.
Restarting it.
It's your boy Jonathan Lingu here, aka Joe Lingu, aka Paydrag Stojakovic. That's it.
It's also your boy here, Grant Lewis, aka Rude Van Nistelrooy, a.k.a. Commodore
Rude
Lewis,
boy.
a.k.a. Hercule Poirot, a.k.a. Alexis Sanchez Stan. Welcome to OT. It's here. Let's go.
Lord.
We back. We're more back than we were, and we're still not even all the way back yet.
What an embarrassing ass sequence of events.
A.k.a. thank you, Arsenal. Will always be a laughing stock. This is why no one takes you seriously. Even Liverpool doesn't take you seriously, and they're Liverpool.
This is so sad. Such a sad moment in time You know, I came into 2018
hopeful, wistful,
full with joy, bliss, positivity, unity. You know, all the acronyms and all the adjectives that a young Hotep would use. A young Clifford might possibly use. I was feeling scrumptious, splendipitous.
Not the young Clifford. I wasn't ready for
I was
that.
feeling
Splendiferous was really unnecessary.
I was feeling super sagittalistic, espiadocious. I was feeling
some wanderlust.
Yeah. I had all the emotions of a man who was expecting Alexis Sanchez to come to Manchester City. But what did he do? He went with the white man. Yeah, he chose the white man.
Wait a second. He would have chosen the white man either way.
He rejected the beautiful sandy beaches of the United Arab Emirates for y'all crappy Bay Area Glazer family.
They got money everywhere. They got places everywhere.
He chose a broke ass Manchester United team that fronts like they have money, but really don't. But it's okay. It's okay. Because
Sir Ed Woodward come through again.
Ed Woodward, the one piece of business you finally were able to accomplish.
We also stole Lukaku from Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lukaku.
And we got a straight swap. Mkhitaryan for Alexis.
This is. Let's rewind this. Because in August 2017, the year of our Lord 2017, Arsenal could have got 60 million. They could have got 60 million.
60 bills.
We were ready to drop the cash. Pep was like, no, this is my son. We were like, we'll take care of your dogs. You know, we got space over here in Manchester. Fly them out to where they need to go. They want to go to Australia. The tickets to Australia. We'll give you it's a blank check. What y'all want? Arsenal. Nah. He's staying with us. Like, we got a project. We got this. We got that. I'm Arsene Wenger. I'm the shit. Nah. Chose to turn us down. You're fucking up the paper. And now you're giving up Mkhitaryan, who's broken because Jose Mourinho does that. He breaks people down.
No.
Like a serial abuser.
No. Jose is not Tom Thibodeau. I would appreciate if you take that back, sir.
That's actually a great comparison.
That's slander.
Except Thibodeau does it physically. Mourinho does it mentally.
No. All Jose has done is strengthen Ole Gunnar Lingard into a powerhouse.
Jeez Louise, man.
And then return Tony Martial to his rightful place as one of the top forwards in the world.
Nah, you see, this is a perfect example of anti-black racism here. Obviously, Jose and Ed and the Glazers, you know, much like the NFL, they're running a plantation at Manchester United. It's clear. Because before Lingard was persona non grata at Carrington training ground, I'm about to say so myself. And now that he's hot, they're co-opting the Millie Rock as a, you know, in this instance, Lingard will be a house Negro. Let's just use that example.
What are you doing right now?
Lukaku,
half of the post guys is not sponsor or respect these views of hate and acrimony being directed at one of the greatest bright skins of all time.
Hear me out. So, you know, it's Manchester United for a reason, but it's being co-opted by the Woodard family, the Glazer family, and Jose. You know, Portugal was very harsh on African countries during their empire and colonial rule. So it makes total sense that Jose would be using his opportunity to exploit and punish my black brothers in Manchester. It's all right. It's all right.
Pep is Spanish.
And he's from
Talk to the Caribbean about that, fam. What are you doing right now? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's not do this.
Pep is from Barcelona. He's a Catalonian who've always resisted Spanish monarchy, the Spanish state. Look it up.
Has Pep himself done that? No.
Pep is very clearly anti-Spain.
That's because he wants to oppress on his own. And I understand that. He just wants his own oppression.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Really going to give white people a pass like that. That's amazing.
I can't believe that you are
amazing.
You're rejecting.
All we did was bring a young Chilean boy who all he wanted to do is ever in his life was play for Manchester United. We gave him his dream.
He did the same thing about Arsenal.
No one actually ever wants to play for Arsenal. That's a lie. Thierry Henry didn't even want to play for Arsenal. He just threw a ball out there. Tell me you couldn't even say I'm wrong about that. Henry didn't want to. He just ended up there and was like, oh, this works.
Well, I mean,
but it wasn't about it.
Yeah, look at him now. Like he's asking Lexi to leave. He had to go on Twitter and try to deny it. And emphasis on deny. He probably told that, yeah, man, you need to get up out of here. You know, got this great plantation up north in, you know, Carrington training ground.
I really wish you would stop characterizing Manchester United as a plantation. We've got Paul Pogba, Romelu Lukaku, Tony Martial.
I love them.
Ole Jesse Lingard.
I don't hate them. Look at Lingard. He
Antonio Valencia, the captain.
The captain.
Well, he's captain because he plays. Michael Carrick's the captain, but he don't play.
Yeah. I mean, he's about to retire.
Yeah, he's going to be a coach.
Legend. For Spurs. Not for you, Manchester United.
That's not true. He's won more trophies than I think Tottenham has all time.
Yes, you're right. At least in the last 10 years, for sure.
So, you know, I'm excited to welcome our new right attacking forward. And I can't wait for Lingard up the middle with Pogba at his side, with Matic holding.
God,
yeah,
so...
Sanchez and Martial Lukaku up front. Yummy.
Y'all gonna be sick. There's no doubt about that. But it's just so embarrassing how it went down. The fact that they would turn down Arsenal turned down £60 million.
Give me 60 million. I'm quit.
No, knowing he was going, like there was no way he was staying there. This is made obvious.
Wait, here's the problem.
A year and a half ago.
Here's what you're doing right now. You're applying logic to Arsene Wenger. This is the same man that gave us Robin Van Persie for a pack of bubble gum and some Jacks. So I don't understand, like, why. This is the same guy that is trying to buy Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Johnny Evans. Yeah.
Aubameyang, who nobody wanted last summer.
And Johnny Evans, who no one ever wanted, even when they thought they did. It's amazing. So amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, I could see Johnny Evans because he's like that young white defender that, or not even young. He's that white defender that everybody's falling for.
Yeah, because he has to defend so much because they're so trash.
It must be an English thing because, you know, they just love the white people out there. So I forget where I heard this discussion, but they were talking about how all black people in England like are in love with white women. Like all black men in England just are in a relationship with a white woman. And I was like, dang, that's so true. Because my cousin is in a relationship with this white woman.
You're going to put him on blast like that? Like across the pond?
I have many cousins there. They don't know what I'm talking about. It could be anybody.
Okay.
But I'm like, dang, man, they just called you out. I ain't mad at you.
God, Johnny Evans is 30.
I'm telling you, man,
they're really good Arsenal.
It's a fetish. Dog? John Stones, who ended up who's developed well. Johnny Evans, Koscielny.
30.
Well, not Koscielny, because he's old as hell now. But you know,
wow, Arsenal.
They love a young white defender.
Peter Cech, old Peter Cech. They bought old Peter Cech. I think they may have gotten him for free. Yeah,
because he was gonna because they had Courtois. So they had to let him go.
Courtois, Champions League loser. Lest y'all forget.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to remind everyone.
That's quite all right because you also have a Champions League loser on your squad. Paul Pogba, the
He's
highest
young.
paid. Courtois is young too. What you mean? Courtois is like 25.
But Pogba's better than Courtois.
Maybe so. I'm sure Pogba cannot play goalkeeper. Much Courtois can't play midfield. Either way, man, Arsenal, y'all are fucking up. This is embarrassing. Why would you sell? First of all,
You can't even get a start because everything's so bad, Arsenal. This is who you are.
First of all, you didn't want to sell us Alexis Sanchez. I get it. But to sell him to a rival, you're already struggling to get into the top 4. So you sell him to a rival who's competing for the same 3 positions because City is 12 points clear. We about to run shit.
I'm excited for this collapse. It's going to be epic.
We're not Newcastle. Let's start with that.
I'm excited for this collapse. Yeah, you're right. You've never won. Oh, damn, neither have they.
We never won what, the Premier League?
No, I was going to say you've never won Europe, but neither has Newcastle. I thought you were talking about Forest. Which is a sentence I can still say because you guys have never done it.
All right. Just be careful. Be careful what you say now. Don't be in the famous last words category because you might be if we end up running the shit this year.
I mean, the collapse is coming.
The collapse is not coming.
It's coming.
You can be in denial all you want. Just like you're in denial that Manchester United is a slave plantation. But, it's either here or
You're
there.
acting like Arabs don't have slaves now. And that's who owns your school. Why are you trying to talk to me like that? Someone goes back underground to his little cage every night. Don't even try to come at me like this.
Sheikh Mansour is the John Brown of
that's a goddamn lie.
The Middle East.
I've never. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, continue your lies. I'm excited to hear this.
So not only would you sell your best player, well, not even your best player. Your best player is Ozil, and he's about to go too. But
to us also.
$3.99. He ain't going to Man United. If he goes to United, I'm gonna slap somebody else. I'm personally go to Highbury or wherever Arsene Wenger is hiding out. I'm personally slap the shit out of him. Not only would you sell one of your best players, you sold him to your rival.
That's embarrassing. They're not our rival.
You sold him to a top 4 rival. Maybe not. You're competing for their 3 spots in the Premier League to make the Champions League. And you sell them. So why would you limit your chances of making the Champions League by selling one of your best players to Manchester United? I just don't get it.
Here's what happens. Ed Woodward goes to his vault and he pulls out some scandalous pics of Wenger, and every 5 or 6 years he's like, "Hey, Arsene, come here."
But he's French. He has a bunch of scandalous pictures. That's French life.
No. This is like something that like a Frenchman can't take back, like eating French toast crunch, and like drinking boxed wine from Winn-Dixie. The things that he can't recover from.
Wow. I don't know how to internalize. Why would Arsene Wenger go to a Winn-Dixie for one?
They have good chicken wings sometimes.
Where would he would have to go to like a Coe to get to a Winn-Dixie?
Yeah, he loves it. He loves Central Florida. He likes the low-key areas.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to besmirch your name, Arsene, and I don't care.
That's kind of scandalous, really, if you had caught Arsene Wenger in a Coe.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, you're right. This is not the first or second time this has happened. It's what, the third or fourth, where Arsene Wenger has given up one of his best players to either a European rival or an English rival, and it don't make no sense. But here we are.
Not a damn bit of sense. But it's okay because now Lingard, he's going to be on the bench again.
Lingard's
so
going to be
it was a good run.
Mata's going to be on the bench. It was a good run. It's going to be...
But Mata's always been on the bench, though.
It's going to be Martial, Lukaku, Sanchez, Pogba, Lingard, Matic.
Lingard as a midfielder.
Yes, that's where he's been doing most of his damage. He's been coming in playing through the middle.
I know you don't believe that.
I 100% believe it.
If Lingard's in the middle, Pogba is going to have to defend more.
No, they're both in the middle. We're just going to pick up the slack defensively with 5.
You think Matic is going to be able to hold down your midfield?
When you're scoring every other play, it really doesn't matter what's happening up there.
So you're going to be like Liverpool now.
But actually good and viable, and people want to watch it, and not
people love watching Liverpool,
but not in Liverpool, and not wearing New Balance. New Balance.
No,
you will always walk alone.
If you're going to get the best of the Pogba, which is clearly in a 4-3-3, like he was at Juventus, that means either Lingard's going to be on the bench or Alessi's going to be on the bench,
or Martial. Martial's a great super sub.
Martial, your boy. They're already Martial. You're really gonna have him going up after the season he's had so far? You're gonna place him on the bench as super sub?
I actually love this discussion because it just shows the embarrassments of riches that we have up front. And honestly, it don't matter. We're gonna score a lot of goals and everyone's gonna get paid and be happy.
Okay. Until your boy Lingard gets angry and starts crying to Jennifer Rooms again.
Listen, Jesse and his little blonde sister, whom I don't understand why he still lives at home because he makes a lot of money. It's neither here nor there.
Why not? Save money.
If you're making $3 million a year, you can move out.
Listen, man, it don't matter. He's rich. He got a bad one waiting for him in the U.S. He's good.
He is living his best life.
Yeah.
And I think Jesse's also, he's a spurt player. So like there are spurts when he's hot and when he's cold, but his hots are really hot. And I think it's up to Jose to find when that is. And I think he's done a good job so far, and we're going to continue to do so.
Yeah, he'll continue to do so on the bench. He can have his spurts on the bench.
No, he'll come in at the right time, be it starting. This also gives us more depth and keep legs fresher for our inevitable 4th Champions League victory this season. So that's the most exciting part, actually, is bringing home number 4. Jose's 3rd. I'm very excited. I've never been more happy. Your 2018 Champions League winners, Manchester United Red Devils.
Well, first of all, Alessi can't play in the Champions League because he's already played in Europa Cup.
Good. That means he can score all the league goals.
Wow.
And Lingard can, I remember this one night. Barcelona, 1999.
Jesus
Ole
Christ.
scored a goal in extra time. What a feeling. What a night. And I can only imagine Jesse Lingard doing the same thing in the final.
My God.
In Kiev, again,
Are you really doing this? You really doing this? He's not
The great
stopping.
gates of Kiev are going to open, and Jesse and Tony are going to slide through and get them buckets. So I'm very excited for number 4, like I said. And 4 is how many more than 0?
Who do y'all play in the first knockout round?
Done.
No.
Done.
Yeah, if you play well, Alex can't play, but if you
Sevilla
play
are Liverpool killers, and we're not Liverpool, so I'm not worried.
whatever you say, good luck.
I'm hyped. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Wow. Either way, it was a good coup. I ain't gonna lie. You stole him right under Pep's nose. But Pep won't be. It's all right because we still solid. It hurts. It stings a little bit. I'm hurting inside. I ain't gonna lie. We really would have embraced you and your 2 dogs, Umberto and whatever the other dog's name is. Don't really care at this point. But it's all right. You got a nice little addition, but it's still
still have some time to make more. Still got a week left.
That's fine. It's still gonna be us raising the Premier League title at the end of the day.
You guys collapse.
We're not gonna collapse.
Do you remember the time money never expected and I was a mugu for you? Do you remember those days when I told you I loved you? Now you're doing wrong. Now you wanna play all these games with me. I want to play with me. Tell me why you want to play with me. Yeah. You know me, yeah. Acting like you don't know me, yeah. But now you used to phone me, yeah.
Manchester City destroying Newcastle. this past
the
weekend.
news. Beat Newcastle, who was in the championship last year.
Well, it's funny because your supporters were standing hard for Newcastle. Like, oh my gosh, we about to come back. It's gonna be 8 points or 9 points. It's gonna be fine. Of course,
we have to stand for them because we want you to lose. But if you beat Newcastle, that is not news. I want you to understand that calculus.
Well, first of all, it's the audacity to think that we were going to lose to Newcastle. That was not going to happen because we have Sterling, Sane, Sergio Aguero, Mr. Hat-Trick hero. It's still better than Alexi, Sergio Aguero.
That's a lie, but it's okay. There's no Tinian better than any Chilean in any aspect of life.
And speaking of depth, man, we lost our boy Benjamin Mendy. Shout out to Benjamin, man. Shark team, Shark gang out here. We had to replace him with Fabian Delph. Shout out Englishman. Shout out Black England, man.
Fabian Delph, low key okay.
Shout out, get yourself a white girl. I feel you. It's all right. He got hurt. Shout out, bless up. He'll be back soon next season because he got a bad knee injury. Next man in, my Ukrainian brother, Zinchenko, playing like Maradona on left back.
So doing lines of coke?
Maybe. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
he's from Ukraine, man. He's been through it all. There's a civil war, right, man? They're fighting Nazis. It's crazy out there. Just saying.
Which side is he on, though?
Hey, you tell me. You tell me. Shout out Jalen Ramsey.
Legend.
So we're beasting, man. It's feeling good. We're in good shape again. The league lead is 12. I think we have to win our next either 11 games. If we win our next 11 games, we won the league. So I'm feeling good about our squad, man. We just signed your boy KDB to a new deal.
Embarrassing.
He's about to be a PFA Player of the Year, so yeah, it's gonna be equally embarrassing for y'all. David Silva's back. Sterling, Black Excellence.
I kind of like him, but I don't.
And Sane's showing up. He's about to be World Player of the Year in about 3 years.
Okay, wow. That's not true because that's Tony Martial's spot.
It's gonna be like Messi, Ronaldo, Tony Martial, and
that's
Leroy.
the nicest thing you've ever said.
You're welcome. Except we're gonna be Messi and winning all the time. You're gonna be Ronaldo and prancing, just like it was for United. So it's perfect.
We'll find.
Is he trying to go to United anyway? Are you trying to sign him?
Who?
Cristiano?
Man, no, we got Alexis.
Nah. I thought y'all loved these to have your name in the papers for Ronaldo. He wants to go back. Why don't you take him back?
We're just trying to get the homie paid. But we already got him paid, so I really don't know. No, we don't want him back. We're good.
Anyway, we in good shape, man. I'm feeling good about this side.
You can be a part owner.
Part owner of what?
United.
Why would I want to be a part owner of United?
No, he could be a part owner.
Why would he want to be a part owner of United?
Why wouldn't he?
Because it's Slayer Plantation. That's why. So I'm feeling good. 12 points clear. Isn't it great? You got the world's greatest manager.
Where? Yeah, he's down the street, correct.
Not only is he the world's greatest manager, he's also a revolutionary Catalonian. Man. Destroying the image, the legacy of Spanish monarchy, Spanish imperialist regime, headed by young Cristiano Ronaldo. Even though he's from Portugal, it don't matter.
How are you going to do that? Why are you slandering this man on our podcast? Again, Cristiano Ronaldo who donates to free Palestinian efforts and small children who are like receiving transplants, and you're just going to slander him all over the internets.
Hey man, United States has the Peace Corps. Just saying.
That's different. I'm talking about one human.
But we saw it. We saw it. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the city, man. I'm happy.
Dang, Danny Alves got a red card today against Lyon, and then PSG lost.
Well, yeah, because first of all, talk about PSG. You can't be getting buckets referees, man. You already had you already rigged the game against Nantes where the referee tried to trip the opposing player. So you can't be getting buckets referees like that. It's just not. France they bounce back, so you can't be doing that.
Memphis scored a belter.
Yeah, Memphis is.
I'm glad Memphis.
That was over the weekend. That was on Sunday.
Oh,
yeah.
It was yesterday.
No, it was Sunday.
It was recently.
Was it yesterday? No, it was definitely Sunday because I remember watching. I remember watching a little bit of it.
I'm glad Memphis is back.
Yeah, Memphis is a beast, man. In Liga.
But I think I could get maybe a goal in Liga. Put me on PSG trailing against who's the one that play on Corsica? whatever that squad is. All those farmers, dentists, and mechanics. I could get one on them.
Perhaps you can. Leon. Well, one Leon has as Memphis, who's actually been great. He's living up to his potential. I mean, Ligue 1 level, but still living up to it. They also have Nabil Fekir.
Fekir's good.
Who is probably going to play. He should be starting for France in the World Cup. He should be.
Instead of who? Griezmann? Or Lacazette?
I mean,
would start up front. I think the French starting forward should be probably Griezmann through the middle. Martial on the left and Fekir on the right.
That actually could work. But they don't really have any height.
And Dembele play striker?
Dembele? I think he could. I mean, he's being played as a winger. He's always been played for France and at Barcelona. Because he's played Neymar's role at Barcelona. But then he's hurt. So, and usually they have Giroud up front.
He's so old.
Yeah, but
he's like 32, 33.
He's getting goals though. When he's playing, he's getting goals. So France, but Didier Deschamps is not a smart manager. So obviously, they could get somebody else to play up front. So I would say, yeah, probably Griezmann, Martial. And Fekir has to, but then that's tricky because they have an embarrassment of riches, man. It's really kind of sad.
They're gonna
for the rest
it up.
of the,
It's already we're pre-sad for France fucking up the money. And before they even get a chance to like show like the little bit of we already fucked up the money.
Yeah, I'm just already expecting them to fuck up the tactics coming in the first matches. I'm already feeling, and they probably. I forget who they play in the big opening round, but it's gonna be sad. But yeah, I mean that's why Lyon is been balling because of Fekir. I mean they also have a great center back too. I forgot his name, but I think we were actually looking to get him, City, but probably get him over the summer actually, because he's that good. But they have a solid squad. They're not going to catch up to PSG because PSG is still like 12 points ahead, but it's solid.
Yeah, I concur. PSG won't flop like you guys are going to. So
you keep saying that, man. Just you're just in denial. That's clearly what it is at this point. But that's fine.
So are we going to talk about the elephant down the street in Paramore of come to Bechikas? I just like saying it.
Let's talk about your boy Kyle Larry, man. What's going on with him?
Looks like Sile is it's gonna happen. Looks like Sile is headed to Bechikas. And
that's us. Orlando City fans are getting buck over this transfer, bro.
But I mean, it was time. He deserves to play better ball. We can't offer what the competition he needs to potentially reach his best.
Right.
I think this last season also kind of proved that he was not really in it because it was too easy.
Because he was supposed to go to Everton. Well, thank God he dodged that bullet. But he's supposed to go there, and I think after that collapse, I think his head was just He was just gone at that point.
Yeah, and like it's. I mean, he'll get to play Champions League ball because like they're one of the best Turkish teams. So it's them. It's what them and friggin' Galatasaray.
Well, can you repeat that one more time?
Galatasaray. I think I got all the letters in there. This might not have been in the order that was.
Hypocrisy.
What is?
Galatasaray.
Oh,
that's how you pronounce it.
Dang, I've even heard it. Galatasaray. See, look, I can do it real quick once I know it. But like, they're the two best squads there, so like, he'll get some Champions League ball. And it's good for him. Like, well, I mean, going from Orlando to Turkey. Okay, sorry, kid, but maybe they have more lax. They probably don't have more lax drinking and driving laws. Ew.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
No. And they're going to war, so like that's also a thing. This it could be. It could have ended up in. I would have preferred him to end up in kind of like a Swiss league or like maybe a Dutch.
The Turkish league is a lot better. Well, not going to say a lot better, but
I think he'd have ended up on like slightly better squad. Like if he ended up on PSV.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of. I guess a lot of U.S. players go to. No, he's not from the U.S. A lot of MLS players go to the Eredivisie, but since he's like you said, their Besiktas is in the Champions League. They actually have a really good squad. So if he can break into that squad, he will be solid. He will get regular minutes, and then like that could be a springboard to actually go to the Premier League, go to.
Hey man, go to France, get some buckets.
You go to France, you could probably go to Lyon if they're desperate for a striker. You can go to if Balotelli goes, you can go to Nice.
That would be interesting.
You can go to Monaco.
Is there movement on Balotelli?
No, I mean there always is. Like there's always transfer rumors, so we'll see what happens if he gets accepted, well, at least not in the World Cup, so I guess he's not going to be showing out.
Dang, that's so true.
Hey, man, blame your nativist brothers in Italy for doing that. Donald Trump friends. Mussolini's cousin.
I don't ever root for Italy. I've rooted against Italy since the homie had to lay the head. So, and the Balt man is Italian, so don't root for them either.
There it is. So he can do that. He can go to some mid-table La Liga team. He can go to a mid-table Premier League team if he makes it big in Besiktas. So
Stoke City, Kyle Lair.
I was more thinking Manchester United, but
the thing is, we're not mid-table.
You were though. Just being honest.
When
last year,
6 isn't mid-table.
6 is mid-table.
6. How many squads are there? There are 20. Mid-table is between 8 and 12. Come on, dog. Math ain't that hard.
6th place is not Champions League. It's barely Europa League. So you're mid-table. Okay, and?
It's just more European conquerors.
Okay, great.
Imperialist Manchester United doing it again. Oh, you'll be happy to know I got a great new Manchester United sticker on my car.
Wow.
It's just the devil, the dancing devil. I like it. It's a little minimalist. It's pretty swag.
Oh, I like minimalist. Very much like Manchester United would be.
You guys, this hatred it's just so unnecessary.
Minimal, just like your trophy count this year.
No, we're gonna win the FA Cup.
The FA, you're not in the FA Cup.
Yes, we are. We're not in the Carabao Cup. That's what we got knocked out of.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Who y'all playing in the FA Cup? Let's figure this out.
We're playing Yeovil Town.
Oh wow. Wow.
Anyway, Yeovil Town on the 26th.
Jesus Christ, man. Thank God it's only the 4th round. Either way, your trophy counts will be minimal.
We're gonna win that. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat Yeovil Town, win FA, and we're gonna win the Champions League. That's 2 trophies.
That you honestly, are you betting that now? that you're gonna win 2 trophies in his season?
I don't gamble. We've gone over this.
Wow. What would Tony Marshall say at this point?
Not much, but his English is getting better. He might actually, maybe one day we can actually have him on. I'll practice my French.
But why would he come to Orlando? That's the question.
International Champions League, to visit Disney World.
Are they coming to Orlando this year?
No, but maybe they'll go to Miami again and visit Disney World.
Yeah, why would he go to Miami to visit Disney World? He would just stay in Miami.
But Disney World, he has kids. His kids will be like 3 or 4.
He can go to Disney World in Paris.
Whack ass Disney World. He wants the real thing.
Imperialist Grant.
It's not as good.
You haven't been there before.
I just know. California ain't better than ours either.
Dang.
We got the best one. That's why I call it Disney World, not land. Not Disneyland Paris.
That's a good point.
Not Disneyland Tokyo. We got the biggest, best one.
I mean, Tokyo.
And we have 7-Elevens and Walmarts right next to that side.
Yes, nothing signifies the beauty of a theme park than by its convenience stores / gas stations. But hey, I don't know where else you're gonna get the Tide Pod flavored Lay's chips than Orlando. So you drive a good argument. That makes sense.
Golly. Are we gonna talk about the Tide Pod thing? Because,
yeah, that's what you're eating right now when you think United is gonna win the Champions League.
No, that's not true. We're going to. Also, side note: LeBron just scored 30,000 points today.
Salute.
Youngest player ever.
Salute to the king. Liverpool fan. Part owner.
Yeah, that's why his hair is going.
But yours is too. And you're not a Liverpool fan.
Oh my gosh, I've been assaulted.
You both need to come home, man.
I've been assaulted.
Coming home.
My barber says my edges are fresh and crispy.
Is that Glenn at?
Yeah, Glenn. Glenn gives me nothing but comments. Fellow Wildcat Glenn, fellow Black Wildcat. There ain't that many of us.
Meanwhile, he's turning around and looking at the other barber, laughing his ass off.
Wow, Brian would tell me the truth. Brian's cut my hair like once or twice when Glenn hasn't been there, and Brian says, "You all right?"
Coming home. He whistles coming home while you're on the way out. Tell the world. LeBron needs to come home. That's probably why he's not winning games, because he doesn't.
I mean, going bald does increase your superpowers.
Look at David Silva. Beastin' for City.
Michael Jordan.
Kobe.
It extended his career.
They did extend. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. It did.
Shaq.
Diesel, yeah.
Jason Kidd.
Does Diesel just cut his hair, or was he really just?
I think he just cut it because
he's on some Jadakiss status.
Because from what I remember, like when he left Orlando, like he just had like the high fade, and then I just think he just cut it. Like Tim Duncan, like the same way. Tim Duncan can grow hair. Tim Duncan's just lazy, so that's really not.
But Duncan doesn't shave a bald though. He
takes it real low.
Yeah,
because he gets his hair cut at Supercut. So
what else is he gonna do?
You're right. It's San Antonio. I don't really think he has much choice. Yeah. Who else? I mean, of course, the GOAT, Michael Bradley.
Yes, as you can see, it's really extended his career. I mean, he won
champion. They won the double this year.
He did win the double.
Did they win the treble?
No. Well, maybe they did. Wait, did they win? They won the MLS.
Mm-hmm. They won the President's Cup.
Oh.
But they didn't win because I guess the treble would be winning our Champions League. Like
oh yeah.
No, I don't think any American team's ever done that.
No, I don't think they've even made it to the final before.
I don't understand. Are we that much worse than Liga MX?
Yes.
Damn. That was really bad.
Sorry, MLS, but that's just the reality.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. It's just really interesting to think about, like real hard. Like, oh shit, we're bad.
And it's not going to get any better with the front runner for USSF president.
Who is it currently?
Well, I mean, there's no front runner, but obviously the outgoing president wants what's her name, Kathy something,
Oh,
which is just Sunil Gulati and a woman. So same policies, same stuff that pay to play system that's excluding Latinx people from growing up in the system. Same ones that are parroting that everything is fine. Like it's like being in that, like a meme of being in that building.
Oh yeah,
say everything is fine. The burning building. That's kind of the mentality they are. And then you got your boy Alexi Lawless just parroting everything he's saying. So yeah, we're really bad.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much hope for us anyway. You saw we lost the Mexican young man
Gonzalez
to Mexico because pay to play is fucking us.
Yeah, it's a really racist, capitalist, horrible system. And then, but I mean, obviously, it doesn't matter for owners because it's like I'm still making money, so it's fine. I like this franchise model. I love it. No relegation. Sign me up. But yeah, it's really we're gonna continue to come into the same problem where like the U.S. is failing to be good, because of this pay for play. Like it's outpricing people that love the game, that actually love the game but just can't afford to.
And it's kind of unfortunate because like even like you can say this about like football and basketball now are getting that way, except they're way more helps in paying for the campuses. Like this is like an ancillary story, but I think it kind of goes back to pay for play. Tennessee just discovered this guy out of Georgia. He's from like 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, so this isn't middle of nowhere, Georgia. He's a senior, 6'3", 185, won the 100 meters as a runner, and also had 1,600 receiving yards and 18 touchdowns, playing the second level down Georgia football. So not top Georgia, but 6A instead of 7A Georgia football.
Yeah.
And because he didn't go to any camps, he wasn't ranked at all on any recruiting boards. Tennessee finds him, like YouTube highlights, looks him up, offers him. He's committed now. And he's like automatically like a 4-star now. So like, there's an aspect of pay to play in football where if you're not going to camps, even in Georgia, like it would be different if you're from Idaho or something like that. But this is a kid from Atlanta,
right,
who's not getting on because he never attended a camp. And basketball is the same way. If you don't play AAU, you might not get recruited,
right?
And you're not going to be able to play top college ball. So like a lot of our sports are getting there, but AAU is mitigated by true companies are trying to pay to get these kids everywhere.
Right.
So like that's helping. And then I guess the camps are pretty cheap, and I think they have a lot of sponsors to get the players there if they're noticed. So it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar to the pay to play issues.
Yeah. I would agree. There is a element of, I mean, obviously you have to spend money.
Correct.
That's just the way it's going to be. However, one, NBA, NFL, or there's football and basketball in general here, there's an extensive scouting system. So even though the people that will slip through the cracks,
they get found.
Yeah.
Or like the thing is, like he was found, like he was going to go to like Coastal Carolina, just like he wasn't going to go D1. Like
right.
He wasn't going to go big time, but he was going to go. And that's how you get your Antonio Bryant's and Corey Davis and like some people that you're like, how's this person, or Carson Wentz even, like how's this person an NFL MVP candidate, and they went to North Dakota State or Western Michigan or whatever. Well, that's how. So yeah.
Exactly. And if you are good, if you are talented, you will be found no matter what. But soccer here is not the same. Like the folks slipping through the cracks are in a much, much bigger number. Because
it's almost reverse.
Yeah.
It's almost like players are slipping through this crack to get in.
Right. And it's so, again, the pay for play is so exclusive because maybe 2 or 3, 4 or 5 times more expensive than what you would require to play basketball or football, American football. So not only is that it makes it very exclusive to be to go through any of the academies. And like the system of you can't replicate. They're trying to replicate the system that you already have in the U.S. for other sports. There's a model that works in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, in South America. You don't need to go to college to get there. You can just go to Europe. You can go develop. It's just like what's his face? From Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, Pulisic.
Like Pulisic, yeah. He didn't go to college. Your boy Alexi Lalas going on and on like, oh, he needs to go to college to develop. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. He's United States best player. He did not go to college. He went. He was scouted, was found, decided to go test his skills in Europe. Now he's one of the best players for United States, starting regularly for Borussia Dortmund. But even he had to, I'm not going to say he was balling out of control, but at least his family had the means to provide for him to get him to that level. But, you know, again, there's a lot of folks here, you know, the biggest amount of the more Mexican national team supporters in the United States than there are actually in Mexico. So
I've read that too.
Yeah. So I mean, the argument was that United States is not in the World Cup, so the ratings are gonna go down, plummet. Like, that's not gonna be the case because there's so many different football fans here. So that's just to insinuate that is trying to say that the insinuation already there is showing where people think of soccer fans in the United States. That there's white people that don't really care about the game, where there's so many other people of color that love the game, that want a chance, but just don't have it. So yeah, it's way more expensive for one. They try to implement systems that don't work, or they do work, but just for the wrong people, or not the people that you need to be successful. And people just are not smart. They're just naive and dumb. So
people just are not smart. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah. So as long as we continue having this system where there is no promotion and relegation system, there is this pay for play is like the name of the game, where you know, there is no academies around that can properly develop athletes. We're always going to be a situation to where we're 2 steps behind and $10 short. So it's going to be.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, again, just by virtue of population, U.S. has a lot of talent athletically that's not being seen. And we could make splashes. We could have great American footballers in Europe and even here. But we continue to not want that to happen. And who knows, possibly with the decline of baseball, because baseball is already behind basketball now. It's the third most popular, and soccer is catching up. That may help us to get there, but it's not guaranteed. So,
but it's not the popularity thing that's the issue. It's the systematic parts of it.
But the popularity could help push the systematic stuff. It could just get to the point where you can't ignore it anymore.
I mean, they've been ignoring it ever.
But it's been like I'm just saying, more visibility might help.
The rise of popularity has not changed their behaviors, which is sad.
Not yet.
I mean, it's going to take a lot because owners make so much money off of the way it is, the status quo already. So, and they have the power of the media to like just continue to indoctrinate you thinking that, no, we can't use a pro promotion relegation system, because if we do that, people are going to sue, the teams are going to sue us. Like, that's not true. What the hell are you talking about? Like, but that's what they're saying. And that's what they're saying through Alexi Lalas. That's what they're saying through Tim Howard. That's what they're saying through et cetera, et cetera. And so they have the people that they know is going to influential. So the only way you're going to do that is if you have a leader, a president that can actually change that. And if it's the people who were the front runner, which is like, what's her name? Kathy, I don't remember her last name. But ESPN is already backing her. Like it's like, I'm saying it's like how they message it, what their narrative is already pushing to that level where, okay, maintain the status quo and everything is going to be fine. But no, everything's not going to be fine. You're going to be making a lot more money, but at the same time, your product is going to be declining. So maybe the sport has to decline for people to realize it, but it's a tricky situation. And unfortunately, that's going to be a lot more black people, a lot of black kids, a lot of brown kids are going to be either slipping under the cracks or they're going to be trying to make it somewhere else in the world. And the United States has lost that talent. So it is what it is.
It is. So I think I have a top 5.
All right. Lay it on us.
Top 5.
Top five.
Most infamous light skins.
Oh boy, this should be good.
So my number 5 is Drake.
Drake, number 5. Wow, it's
Drake. And I don't really think there's much to be said about it. We know who Aubrey Graham is. So yeah.
Number 5 for me would be Terrence Howard.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mr. Hustle and Flow.
Maine.
Listen here, man. Just because he's infamous because, obviously he has some issues, domestic violence issues in his life. That's bad. But he makes great movies. Not funny, but funny at the same time because people feel that way. Great in Empire. Uses wet wipes. That's his non-starter. Like when he's with somebody, like if you don't use wet wipes, then we can't be together. And I respect that. So Terrence Howard is my number 5.
My number 4, this one's a little under the radar. Probably surprisingly is number 4, but it's Ice-T.
Ooh.
Still holding it down is to Detective Finn Tutuola on Law & Order SVU. And he's got rid of the ponytail. He settled down. He has a wife and kids. It's kind of hilarious, but Ice-T is definitely my number 4. I'm just a big fan, but he's definitely infamous.
He's infamous for sure. I mean, he's the cop killer. The song that is not actually literally a cop killer.
Not anymore.
Number 4 for me would actually be Jesse Lingard. Shout out to him for locking down Jennifer Rooms. Like that's ball. That's salute to you. Salute to Jennifer Rooms actually. But also, not everybody can merely rock on Emirates like that. If you're dark skinned, that you know better. Not because of like respect for Arsenal, because you shouldn't really have that.
None for North London Football Club.
But respect for the legends, the Thierry Henrys, the Canus, the Colo Tourés, like the dark skins. They show some love for the players. Vieira's another one. So I respect him for that. But obviously, he has no respect for the dark skinned people that came along the way. Respect or do what you got to do. But this is 2017, 2018. This year come up here, so I respect that. So Lingard be number 4.
So my number 3 is Daphne Maxwell Reid, also known as Light Skin Aunt Viv. She takes a lot of flack, but little do people know, like she was like a pretty strong civil rights pioneer, and she wasn't a terrible actress. It's just Janet Huber was better. She was just better, and they screwed her over on the contract negotiations, and they had to replace her, and you're just never going to come back from that. But Light Skin Aunt Viv, Daphne Maxwell Reid was, in the black community, she's always a topic. Light Skin Aunt Viv Day happens at least twice a year on the TL, so she's infamous.
Right. I was actually gonna say, what's the name of the show? Daphne.
Hillary.
Kim Parsons. Yeah, I was gonna say Hillary, but I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh man, you just swept the rug under me. Number 3, light skin, infamous light skin of all time for me. I would say, dang, I want to be number 1, but I'll see you number 3. I'll say Malcolm X for me.
Oh,
My number 3, infamous light skin, because he was really ride or die for you, for light skin, dark skin. He don't really care. I respect him for that. I respect him for not trying to be a sellout. Never ever was a sellout. I mean, he had a lot of growth to do when he was Detroit Red, but you know, ever since I took my Malcolm X Internationalist and Black Lashes class at UCF, shout out UCF, shout out Professor Kurt Young. I always had an impression of Malcolm X, and that class totally changed it for me and totally changed my perception on just politics in general. So, you know, I always have a soft spot for Malcolm X in my heart. So I'll put him number 3.
my number 2 has already been mentioned, but it's of course Ole Jesse Lingard.
Jesus Christ.
He's playing at a world-class pace. He's remarkable. He's hilarious on the gram. He even made Pierce Morgan mad, which automatically makes you a better person than any possible other person. So, yeah, shout out to Jesse. My number 14.
Number 2 for me would be your boy Jesse Williams.
He almost made mine too.
Obviously, you know, he's all about Black lives, so shout out to him. I ain't gonna hate on him for that. There's no reason to hate on him for that because you about Black lives, so you down with me. But you know, fell for the white woman, man. You know, you just had to do it.
Who's it in again?
Cinnamon Kelly. You have a Rolodex of white women, man. You I'm sorry, that's it out loud.
Oh my gosh.
My bad, people. My bad.
My goodness.
I ain't meant to put my man on blast like that. But yeah, but getting caught up with this, it's the white elixir, I guess. I don't know. To him, I don't know. But I'll put this one as my number 2.
My number 1 is homegrown. Of course, AR-25, Austin Rivers.
Jeez,
who ignited
Louise.
NBA Twitter by yelling at Chris Paul that he slept with his wife. Thus
God.
letting Chris Paul try to pull a Helm's Deep attack on the Clippers locker room while sending Capella to the front, and he and a few other cohorts, it was Ariza and Gerald Green, of course, Gerald Green, tried to go through tunnels to fight into the back way. Amazing.
That was an awesome strategy.
The strategy was amazing. It failed because the 5-0 came. But
as they always do, ruining a great plan by a black man.
But the ability of Austin Rivers to get under everyone in the NBA's skin is amazing. I almost chose his teammate Blake Griffin, but Blake Griffin could maybe hurt me physically. Austin can't. So, and fellow Wildcat, always got to show out for my Wildcat pride. So definitely going with Austin Rivers.
My God. Yeah, that's a good call on Blake Griffin because didn't he just get suspended for fighting somebody last year?
Yeah.
He broke his hand fighting somebody.
Mm-hmm. A trainer.
Yeah.
One of it, a team employee, not even an NBA player.
And I remember hearing that story off the back of him slapping the shit out of Justin Bieber one time. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mess with. I mean, I fuck with Blake heavy, so I ain't mad at him. But yeah, I wouldn't mess with him. But Austin Rivers, my God, man. Of course, you can't put this light skinned man like this. I don't understand why. Just because he's a Wildcat?
Yes, literally yes.
Jeez, Doc Rivers, what have you done, man?
Legend.
What you done? You brought your son on the team who doesn't even deserve to be playing in the NBA.
Austin's good. He's putting up 18 points a game when he was playing. He was balling.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't score 18. Well, maybe I could. I'm pretty good.
He was scoring 18 points a game, but The Clippers were not winning at the same time.
Okay, but you can put a lot of people get buckets on bad teams. They still should be in the NBA. I'm not saying he's like the catalyst for the Clipper championship run.
What I'm saying is he should not be a regular player for the Clippers.
He's only a regular because of injuries. He's the backup point guard. He's a good backup point guard.
He shouldn't even be backup point guard, is what I'm
Yes,
trying to say.
Now you're just talking. Don't talk about Austin like that.
See ya in the park, Austin. Number one for me would be also in California, also an NBA player, also a 2-time MVP, unanimous MVP.
God damn it, that's a good pick. There's so many light skins on that goddamn team.
The son of Wendell Curry
And Sonia
Curry, another badass, infamous light skin.
Call me Sonia.
The devoted husband to one Aisha Chef Curry, if I should say so myself. This is Everything is Rigged, Aisha Curry. Greatest tweet of all time in 2016 NBA Finals. Your boy Steph, Mr. Davidson, Steph, North Carolina. Come on and raise up.
Also a Wildcat.
Also a Wildcat, yeah. Mr. Curry, Chef Curry.
Dang, that was a good one.
Dad Sneakers Curry.
Oh, that night was. I couldn't get off all the tweets I wanted that Sneakers night because I was literally driving up the turnpike from Miami. Like I almost crashed like 3 times trying to get off reading and off trying to get off some fire tweets. It was a very dangerous night.
Your man, I just remember your man Seth tried to defend the Chef Currys by trying to rock them in some bootcut jeans.
Steph Curry is everyone's old white neighbor who just happens to be light skinned. He's like your lame uncle. He's like your white friend's lame uncle, but he's just light skinned.
Yeah, I mean, look at him now. It's like he's attracting all dark skinned players. You got Draymond out there, KD. He might get KD to brush his hair. Who knows?
We know that's not going to happen.
Give it time, man. Give it time.
At this point, KD's going to need a metal brush to get that shit right.
Listen, man, light skins, they have a certain way of fucking with your heart, all right? I can say this from personal experience. They will get you to do things that you didn't want to do. T-Pain status.
And they have big foreheads. Don't trust the ones with the big foreheads.
Yeah, we say that now. You know you're going to trust them in the end, but...
This is a PSA, but you're not going to listen to it.
Yeah. But that's the light skin way. It's what light skins do. Indoctrination, man.
That's just how they be.
Damn.
God. Ugh, that's more frustrating than it should be. Goddamn light skins.
Yeah. On that note, on that sour note, sour but sweet note at the same time, it's really fucked up. It's light skins, what they do to us. We're the Postgods. Catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/thepostgods, Twitter at Postgods. Catch us on iTunes, catch us on SoundCloud, catch us on Google Play, catch us on Stitcher, catch us on, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hope I don't know. I got nothing else. You got anything?
Let's ban fracking and pass DACA.
Yes. First, we need your boy Chuck Schumer to stop.
I'm not a New York resident.
Your boy Chuck Schumer.
That's Amy's uncle or cousin. No relation to me.
Is that really?
Yeah, they're actually they're cousins.
That says it all right there. All right, we out.
We out.
He don't know me, yeah, yeah. He know me, yeah, yeah. Acting like you don't know me, yeah, yeah. But now he wants to phone me, yeah, yeah. But he don't know me, yeah,